I was born in Vietnam in a small village called Bến Tre, Vietnam. I was 3 years old when my family and I left Vietnam. We sought refuge by sea. For my family and I, we are always reminded of where we come from. In world history, they called us the boat people. I always put that into a descriptor of who I am as a person, is that we were once refugees that sought refuge to this country. For our coffee story, it started back in 1975 after the fall of Saigon. My family on my mother's side was displaced to the central highlands of Vietnam, where they called it relocation camps. As natural farmers and growers, they began to harvest Vietnamese coffee. You know, when we talk about Vietnamese coffee, it's not just coffee that people come in and out of. It's more of like an experience and understanding of culture and bringing the people together, a connection. It's a vessel, it's a medium to build community, to celebrate community, to talk about community, and we do it with Vietnamese coffee. VietFive Robusta coffee comes from my family's farm. Where we grow our coffee is on volcanic red soil in the central highlands of Vietnam. It yields its own specific flavor profile that's different than anywhere else in the world. And that's what makes it unique and different. After we harvest it, we package it and import it right here to Chicago, to our doors at VietFive Coffee. Once our coffee arrives here, we partner with a local roaster to come up with the proper roast that pays homage to the traditional way of drinking Vietnamese coffee, but really brings out the best in the profiles of Robusta. Really had to, go through the details of not only just tasting the coffee, but how do we keep the integrity of making it and doing it, and then being versatile to how everyday coffee drinkers will receive Robusta coffee. So when you drink a cup of coffee here in Chicago, the way we make it, it's exactly how you would drink it in Vietnam. The fin is a brewing mechanism that's inspired by the French press. So it's a slow drip process. Normally it takes around 4 to 5 minutes. This allows for a full extraction of the Robusta coffee. So the concept of VietFive is really in honor of my 5 siblings. VietFive in itself, the direct translation is Vietnam. If you say Một Hai Ba Bốn Năm, it's the number 5. It's also in honor of my dad's 5.5 years in re-education camp by the communist government, our 5 days at sea. And when we talk about our packaging and our branding, really embodies that story. And I think when you look at the VietFive logo, you can see that there's a story behind it, and it brings you into that journey, and that's what we want. I love it when people come into VietFive Coffee and feel welcome. It allows them a freedom to belong. When we had our grand opening, it was amazing to see the city come out, having our neighbors come out, also having my family here. My parents got to see it, and the people lined up down the street to experience it. That's really the mission of VietFive. We have a story to share, and we have a community to connect to, but the end goal is to build that community and to educate, to inform, and to celebrate. When you experience Vietnamese coffee at VietFive, you get to be a part of that journey as well.